I'm that girl who knows if you're going to label yourself, make sure it's through empowerment and not disempowerment. And I see so many people still holding on to certain labels that don't actually serve you. So what are you labeling yourself as? Who are you labeling yourself as? Because sometimes when you put yourself in that box, you can't get out. You're actually screaming to everyone, help me, let me out of that box. And then your subconscious comes into a session and says, well, you're putting yourself in that box, my friend. So what are you doing there? Are we putting ourselves in boxes, or are we expanding so much that we are the full boxes? Remember that room that they show us when we're trying to understand the concepts of time? Are we all of the boxes instead of just the one box? And we're everything, right? We're all connected. We're all one, all that fantastic stuff. And it's true. And when I felt into what's coming for humanity, and how we're going to look back at humanity and our experiences here in the 3D, it's going to be really clear to us that, gosh, it was actually quite simple. It really was quite simple. All we needed to do is come from a place of love. And so maybe we need to start putting ourselves in that kind of box. We're just loving, delicious beings that accept all, respect all, and just carry on with jazz hands and not buy into the dramas and the densities of the situations that people want us to focus on. Oh, look over there, war. Oh, yucky, gross. Let's look into it forever. Oh, look, health stuff, worry, blah, 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 blah. No, those are distractions. We can look at them and think, okay, yep, I'm not going to buy into that one. And oh yeah, that looks interesting. Good luck with that. And that is all we need to sort of do with it. I know so many people are obsessed with the labeling one whole country a certain thing. We can't do that. We can't label whole groups of one country or one group of people as doing the same thing. God, we can barely get 5 people together to agree on the same thing. Think about one dish, one meal, one recipe. We would all have our own interpretations of the best way for it, right? And so we all are little chefs making our best fantasy cupcakes, sugar-free, of course, with maybe a little bit of a sprinkle of salt or something. I'm not too sure now. I'm still reworking my diet and routine without adding in the carbs to get my sugar content, sugar content. No, that was the devil slipping in. And as you know, on my journey, I had to do some really interesting things and ask some big questions I was a little bit scared of. I was a little bit scared to ask if there was a devil. Because if there is the truth, if there is a devil, oh my gosh, we're victims. We're vulnerable victims here. And how do we protect ourselves from that? And so, on my journey of growing up, I've gained my big girl pants, and I'm trying to process things in balance and neutral and see things from all perspectives before freaking out. Mostly. And that is fine. We're still very human. The biggest thing they wanted me to say in this very short video, because I'm wrapping it up already now, is my love for all of you big beings who have the capability and the natural skill sets to heal and love this world, fix this world actually, heal this world, heal humanity, uplift humanity, and unblock humanity. You've all got so much capability of doing that. And isn't it so challenging when we have to sit on our hands basically and not be able to help heal the world? We want to do it all for them and some. We want to do all of their inner work. Oh, look, you look like you're struggling. Give it to me all. I would love to do that for you while you do nothing. Their subconsciouses are saying, oh no, they have to do everything themselves. And this is why we feel like we're running into brick walls often when we're trying to awaken our friends and family to bigger concepts and information. And we know that when there is so much disinformation out there and all systems actually aren't empowering humanity, what do you do with that? Because the next step of the grand awakening to understand the whole purposes of us noticing all of this now is quite spectacular. And as we know, not that many people need to know about the shift. Not that many people are meant to hear about the new earth because it's too much. That distracts them. That distracts them a lot from processing all of their 3D work that they promised that they would do to be of service to others, to still be 3D and react in 3D to others, for others, with others. And so it gets quite complicated, this little fun game. But I just wanted to reassure all of those people who have been told in sessions, yeah, you've got this, you're amazing. You're a profound gift to humanity, and yet you can't actually use all your skill sets here for very valid reasons. Very, very, very valid reasons. You take away their free will to explore and expand their own journeys. Would you really want to take away people's lessons? Would you really want to take away their empowerment and their growth? Yes, we can definitely guide them, love them, push them, shake them, slap them with love. You know, we tried the best we can for those people we know are capable. We hear in our sessions, yes, they're supposed to wake up. Yes, shake them, awaken them, push them, prompt them. And my teams constantly are telling me about this to certain people that I know in my life. And so I think, well, God, how do I do this without offending them? And they're like, oh, you're totally going to offend them. You're totally going to trigger them and offend them and piss them off and make them have reactions to be jerks and all this sort of stuff. But it so impacts them that they loop and get frustrated. And then they constantly focus on this, pushing. And often when you call someone out for their sort of their looping, they get so offended that they want to be like, oh gosh, no, I'm not putting my son in a box. And so, you know, when you get accused of something, even if it's right or wrong, you almost you go out of your way to prove that person wrong, right? So how dare you call me out and mirror my inner work to me? I am quite capable of ignoring that myself. Thank you very much. And so, you know, when we're having these conversations and we're accidentally triggering people and sowing seeds for them and all this sort of stuff, you know, it's like an ulcer in their mouth. They will tongue it to death to make sure it's still there. And so they will focus on it and fixate on it. And it's kind of like, if you've ever been accused of something, you will go over and beyond to prove to the world who isn't even caring about it that you're not that. And so, you know, sometimes pointing out the emperor has no clothes on will then suddenly maybe inspire people to try and either buy clothes for the emperor, or the emperor may sort of want to just, like, you know, put some undies on or something. Okay, so anyway, I'm totally distracting myself and I must get going. So I wanted to say to those people who know that this is so wrong, the way that this energy is on this planet and this density, and how people are so coerced and so like controlled and manipulated to follow the mainstream. They have no empowerment to step up and stand up for themselves, let alone share their true thoughts and feelings and intuition. They have been coerced into many things that now really are heavily impacting their minds, their bodies, and their souls. Because when you limit and put yourself into a box and not speak your truth, not stand up for what you believe in, you get sick. You know, you do get sick. And you just can get tired as well. So there's lots and lots and lots of things going on. And I wish I could independently talk to all of you to be able to help you see where your sticking points are, if there is any, or just empower you to say, oh my gosh, my friends, you are so talented. You are so connected in, and you're so ready to just go, go, go and love, love, love and heal, heal, heal. And it's not ready yet. And I know you're all like, but God damn it, I'm good at loving and healing people. And I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. And this is the frustrating thing. It's like, just let me get at them. Let me heal them. Let me fix them. And I just want to reassure all those people who are just desperately wanting their new jobs, their new skill sets, and even their old skill sets to be returned to them. They know they can heal, but they just don't know what course to do in this lifetime, because the healing they naturally can do, there is no courses on it here. because we're not going to be doing it here. Okay, so does that make a lot of sense to you, who are just desperately wanting to heal and help everyone and see things from the bigger perspective and nurture everyone and reach everyone and talk to everyone and reassure everyone, and yet they're just in their little, they're focusing on the narratives and they're not wanting to consider anything else that you're trying to say to them. And the blessing that it seems when people are able to use their skill sets on the new earth and be able to help and support people, it is like the itch you cannot scratch here, but on the new earth you get free access and reign to be able to do as much helping and cleansing and healing for all. And that's a really fantastic, exciting time for everyone to be able to do that, because you're just feeling the pain of humanity right now. And that is so challenging, because you know it's so easy to let go of this density. It is so easy to start healing, loving each other, and all that fantastic stuff. So all of you people who are out there who I know are listening, who are just so desperate to start helping, you can help yourselves desperately and just be reassured that you are doing well, that you are well, and all is well, as they are having to go through their journey to process things and have these experiences to then learn and gain knowledge and wisdom and lessons from. Remember, it may not be here, it may be somewhere else where they get to have the bigger perspective, but loving them and supporting them, whatever they're on their journey, however they're conducting themselves, it makes us feel pretty impressed with ourselves when we can love the biggest cactus, okay, the biggest prickliest cactus, because we know that they're hurting the most. And we've hurt at some point in our journey, right? We understand what that feels like. And when they're so deep in their own misery, their own box, their own confusion, because they know intuitively something big is happening, but they can't understand it. And they just sort of think if they ignore it, it will just occur. It is going to happen if they just ignore it. Absolutely. You know, so yeah, they're great intuition, aren't they? Because they just trust things will work out. And so all of you who are just profound light workers, who are very, 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 very beyond capable of helping people at a profound rate, and you are frustrated that you are not making the impact you know you can. I hope that this will help you understand it is not time yet, it's not possible yet. And sometimes when we over love people and over support people, we can enable them. And that accidentally disempowers them, because we're supposed to be raising everyone up with us, not dragging and doing things for them. So there is that, again, learning the difference between empowering people and disempowering people. And you can do both through love and best intentions. So you have to know the difference. Are you empowering that person with love, or are you disabling and disempowering that person with love? Because it's quite a fine little balance. Sometimes we may think, oh gosh, I think I accidentally slipped on the, the fence there. And that's fine. We're all learning, because ultimately we just want to love, love, love and do everything for everyone. And can you see how that's not best approach? We want to empower everyone to be able to do their own journey, their own stepping stones. And so, it's hard. It does feel like tough love, and most people just want instant love. Do everything for me, and, that sort of stuff. And, we could do that. Absolutely. We could do everything for everyone. But is that just draining us and disempowering them and not helping them learn their own path and journey themselves? Yeah. Anyway, much love to you, my friends. And for those people who, I'm talking to you about your great capability and power that you have to be able to heal so much and raise vibrations so much instantly with the sweep of a hand. And you've been doing this for many, many, many lifetimes. I really just want to send you so much love, because it's like you're disabled from your own natural gifts and abilities. And so this is so painful to see this not being able to be allowed here, for significant purposes and reasons. We all knew that. signing up, we all knew that we wouldn't be able to get that help. We would have to do it manually. Oh, 3D, such a manual. Everything's manual, isn't it? And yet we get to play with our emotions as we're on this journey. So I love you guys so much. Empower yourselves with water, empower yourselves with positive salts, and enjoy your days and find those sweet moments in time where you just feel united and connected with one and all. And I say this with much love.